What's up, people? Pacebreaker here once again, and I wouldn't say on time, but on the Warframe wind down Warframe Wednesday. So, yesterday we started our hunt for Oberon Prime. I went and took a break, had something to eat, caught PS4 at 4. Then I came back with a vengeance. No buying and selling involved. Just straight up grinding my ass off and freaking RNG being nice. So, one of these takes 2 nitane, another part takes 2 argon crystals. So, with that said and done, shoot, jump past it. There it is. Yeah, let's build. We're not going to rush this. We're going to wait the 72 hours, have this frame when it's done. Yeah. So, we begin our farewell tour for Oberon. So freaking awesome. Now, that's done, but remember, Prime Access is usually 3 items. And, in his case, as I mentioned before, Sylvan Aegis Prime and Cyberus Prime. I managed to get lucky and get the blueprint, and then I also managed to get the hilt. I still need to get the guard and the blade, and then I'll have Sylvan Aegis Prime. Cyberus, I need everything. So, the hunt begins very, very shortly. I just need to check my relics, make sure that I don't have anything. I don't know. I also probably need to go ahead and run some syndicate missions while I'm at it. So we already have the hilt. We need the blade and the guard. So we got an Axie C2, which we'll be running if there's an Axie fissure up. Where's Demona? Yeah, kitty, kitty. Alright, gracious, at a lower level of the orbiter. Hi, kitty. Terrible. If we were asking for bird pets, they're like, well, you got sentinels. That's not a bird. Okay. So I'm gonna run this Axie relic. What I'll do is team up with randoms again, like how I did for the Oberon chassis. And we got it. One person actually managed to get it. And let me tell you about the Oberon blueprint. Ran the thing, and then we ended up with, like, I think a former blueprint, another part for something, I think, what was it? The Nakana Prime Blade, and the Cyberus Prime blueprint. And mine was the Oberon blueprint. Everybody chose the Oberon Prime blueprint. I actually had the screenshot and everything. Man, I was so mad about that because I wanted to get that, but wait, did I just see what I just saw? 5 hours ago, coming soon. 3 24-hour Kuva alerts. Yeah, this is to make up for what happened during the double resource weekend. By which I mean a lot of people were taking advantage of the fact that double resources also apply to Kuva, so they ran siphon missions. Unfortunately, there was a bug in the coding, so you wouldn't get double if you were in operator mode once the siphon exploded. So instead, you'd only get a regular payout of Kuva. So if you really wanted to benefit from that, somebody would have to sacrifice themselves and not and get less Kuva. They'd have to be in operator mode while everybody else swapped back to Warframes. So to make up for this, there's going to be 3 24-hour Kuva alerts. Nice. Okay. I appreciate that. Let's see. Hopefully it's nothing too difficult or ridiculous. Let's see. Adara Sedna, Saxus Ares, and Acheron Pluto. All three are exterminated. Nice. I have to go back and farm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to whatchamacallit. Uh, I really didn't want to go to Hyricon to farm for these things, but I did. Got it. Hell, I don't even. Wow, I can't go with the fact that I managed to actually get lucky and get my. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, this was totally easy. I managed to get like everything in one run. No, I didn't. I mean, shoot, that's what yesterday's stream was. You got to see. No, I didn't get everything in one run. It took several attempts to even get the things in the first place. But I can say this compared to the to like the last four primes. I think I got Oberon on day fucking one. Day one. I pretty much was going to not stop until I got it. And as you can see, there's a 12-hour there's a 12-hour build time. So yeah, I didn't finish getting Oberon or all the materials for him until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I tend to stay up late anyway, but still. Oh, that was a big coup, bro. Increase your timer. Trinity can also revive allies faster with her passive. Man, everybody got wrecked. Speaking of which, there you guys go. 374 extra armor. Good run. I have to struggle to get these reactant. I still kind of wish that reactant wasn't even necessary for this, but meh. Because it's basically a holdover from the previous iteration of. Because those were pretty much like glorified excavation missions. Not no more. Now we got ourselves pretty much just pick up wherever they drop once you kill them. And there you go. That's supposed to close the fissure. It doesn't. See, that was the reason why you were collecting reactant, was to close the fissures to stop the corrupted from coming out into the rest of the star chart. So we're gonna try and farm for Silver and Aegis and Cyberus Prime for a bit. Then we'll stop. And then I'll probably play Paladins. I don't know. I think I'm lagging. Yeah. Took a moment for my hallowed ground to appear. Oh, I wanted to air raid. Something stupid they could do for Zephyr is give her like little mini birds that she can like bombard enemies with, just cause. Honestly, shoot, what I would like to do is have Zephyr turn into the tornado, and she could kind of control it. I don't know, kind of similar to Paikon's Hyper Tornado in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. It'd be kind of cool. She just engulfs herself in like hurricane force winds. Fragile Prime handle, Oberon Prime chassis. Screw it, I'll take the chassis. Shoot, I can give it to somebody else or sell it. It sucks. And that was the last part that I needed too. Yeah, so I got like the systems, then the neuroptics, and then I just need the. I think that was the order. It doesn't really matter what the order was. All I remember is the chassis was the last part. So you know what? Hey, it's a win. I don't know. Yeah, my clanmates weren't on last night, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, do what you do. But it kind of was a bit of a pain trying to find people to do runs with, and half the time I just didn't care. I just wanted to get stuff done. And that's it. I don't have any more of those relics. So now I'm going to have to go in and do something else. So what I'm going to do is, I'll burn stuff. So I'm going back to Hyricon. I'm going to burn things. I'm taking my Zephyr, I'm taking my Ignis, and I'm burning everything. Okay. Alright, now I can also pull up the wiki for this, so I can just get like directly and not have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so trying to remember. This is Cyberus Prime Blueprint in Axie B2. Sylvan Aegis Blade in Axie C2, which is the one that we just burned. Let's see. Oberon Prime Chassis is in the H2. Oberon Prime Blueprint is here in the Mezzo N4. Okay. Anything else in here? Nope. Nothing special about this one. Unless you wanted the Spirit Blade or the Tigris Receiver. Let's see. Valkyrie Prime Blueprint here. That's Carapace. Yeah. That's the Sylvan Aegis Prime Blueprint. Already got it. Let's see. Fall Prime Blueprint. Because these did kind of get like reshuffled because I believe they accidentally vaulted Trinity Prime. So they kind of had to sort some things out. I don't know, but I don't remember, but the Trinity pieces were in there with the Ash, Carrier, and Vectus pieces as well. So they need to get placed somewhere else. So, naturally, they'd end up in the new relics. Okay, so we're going to need to get a Neo S6, which I think also has. Let's see, Neo S6. Actually, C1. I mean C2. For what it's worth, I ought to go my ass to Hydron and stay there. I just looked at this and I immediately forgot what was in it. This is not the one that we're looking for. But we need the blade and the guard. I'm getting all three things. It's just the order. I mean, I already had the Sylvan Aegis blueprint, so we're going for the Neo S6 and the Axie C2. So, Hydron. Other thing I can do is actually go in with Mag and just tear everything up. Another thing that I can do is jump in with Saren. Because my girl can tear stuff up. I mean, granted, it's kind of a slow burner, but I can wreck shot. I keep forgetting what she looks like. Oh, alright, let me check. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. So if they can implement this for weapons as well, then you can turn Sylvan Aegis Prime back to normal. Or if you're on PS4, like I mentioned yesterday, you can get the uh, Obsidian skin and put it on there. I mean, if you happen to buy it at the time when it was on sale. At some point, I'm going to end up getting this skin. Oh no, she just looks so much more badass. She looks like a Kamen Rider version of Saren. Ah, alright, let's see. The Stinger is the one meant to, uh, it's kind of basic range, but it keeps everything in one spot. Uh, the duration is supposed to be pretty high. Though it's not as high as this build, which is, yeah. But, yeah, we'll go with Stinger. It also has the Contagion Cloud augment. That's the reason why there's no stretch on here. The other thing I could do is actually augment this a bit, and put in my Exos mod. I'll put in Cunning Drift and give me a bit more range so I can actually do a little bit more. Okay, so like I said, going to Hydron, gonna go tear some stuff up. I don't care if people leave at this point because, oh shit, I want my relics. And this is one of the places where I normally go for them. I could try, um, I could try Xenia on Eris, but like I said, how many people go there? A lot of people try and like find places, but then they'll stick to the one that they know. So a lot of people are going to try and run. A lot of people are going to try and run Hyricon. But turned around. Octavia. Nidus. Why does it sound like that? I mean, seriously, it um, sounds more like somebody put some low end on a aerosol can. I don't know, like air freshener or something. All of a sudden, just like somebody shook up a beer and just opened it and recorded it and then like rolled off the highs. It just sounds so wrong. And we've also got an ash in here. Nice. You'd be stupid enough to attack that, why don't you? Stinger. Why? Speaking of Stinger, why the hell did I get rid of my? Why get rid of my Jin's weapon? Really? So this will create a bunch of clouds. They'll do toxin damage, allowing me to, well, basically proccing the enemy, making it easier for me to use miasma to burn their health and armor a lot easier. So then I can basically turn them into poison mines. And I wish Oberon could do something like that. Seriously, the fact that his augment for Reckoning ends up making him a lot better. Do you think that that would have been built in? Yeah, Octavia is going to be a serious kill stealer if you combine her 1 and 4, because Mallet already can do like ridiculous amounts of damage once the enemy starts shooting at it. Then you add Amp, and the sucker expands. you double the radius on it. So having range is really good. And then of course amp is going to up your damage. So that makes it even more nasty. And there you go. Stuff like the Ignis, like AoEs and whatnot, can actually bust open spores faster, allowing them to spread faster and just tear stuff up. Granted, yeah, a lot of times the stuff that you're doing is the weapon itself, and not necessarily Saren, which is a shame, but her passive does make it so status effects last longer. So there you go. That's them actually doing a passive right. In fact, let's take a look. Let's see if we've got any. Nope, no comments. Honestly, if there were comments, I'd see that they were there, popped up in the corner. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I don't really have anybody watching, really. So, I wonder if, yeah, I actually was getting more views if I started streaming some other stuff. Probably. But at the same time, dude, I know for a fact a good chunk of my subs actually came from those Dragon Ball Z videos, and I'm going to let you guys know right now, you're going to be painfully disappointed with any future content on here. Because, unfortunately, Legacy of Goku 2 and Boo's Fury are going to be the last Dragon Ball games on this channel. I'm not touching anything else. Alright, well, anyway. Let's wreck shop. That's why gas damage plus Saren is beautiful. Especially due to the fact that gas naturally spreads to other targets in range. In addition to just outright eating away at an opponent's health. So you can instantly proc it, you're good to go. Man, if only I applied the enemy skill bar 4 as well. Alright. Let's see if we can actually end up getting some Neo and Axes out of this. I really wish that for the high level planets they would just drop all the fluff. Or at least put formal blueprints in here. Instead of like mods that you should already have. And then all you have to worry about is just getting the appropriate relics. I'm perfectly fine with that. Alright, I forgot my old strategy. Post up. Load up with some spores. Take off. And watch the magic. Because these guys are stupid. Let them manifest and start burning them. Yep, joke's on you. Seriously wish that like Mirage or Loki could actually have something like that happen. Seriously. Loki rework. It'd be freaking awesome. So then once Decoy dies, it does something. Like, I don't know, maybe like a built-in radial disarm once it detonates. Burn everything. Yep, just keep it going. A dying well or a thunderbolt? I appreciate it if they mix it up a bit. Also trying it without the comments being up on the side. So it's probably a bit more of an annoyance because then I'd have to like stop and this and that and just yeah. Let's see. Ah. Let's see. So, there we go. This is PS4. Sorry about that delay. Kind of would like to shrink that or adjust the borders a bit, but meh. This is why it's kind of cool to also have something like, say, the Twitch app or whatever. If I was streaming the Twitch anyway. I mean, I could probably monitor the comments on my laptop or whatever. I don't know. I gotta update. I gotta upgrade my phone. I know that much. Oh, good job. Oh, come on. Round 2 complete.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or
I
continue?
wanted to stay and try and farm axes as well. I mean, this is a good one for Neos, but come on. I got the feeling I'm going to end up in here by myself.
Keep fighting.
Oh, I know.
Opportunity to extract the
Nidus is in here too. Cool. Toxic OTP. Oh, wait. Shit. It wasn't the Nidus, it was the Ash. Shit. Either way, everybody's dead. I have rejuvenation because I got this augment, that's why. Everybody suffers from gas and viral, and it just wrecks them. For some reason, there's like an allure. I'm going to guess it's like pheromones or something. And that's why they're stupid enough to attack this and not me, even though I'm standing right in front of them. I don't know what's up with Loki then when he does his. I'm surprised there wasn't like an augment for mind control, so that then the target that you mind controlled explodes. Damn, it is loud. Turn the volume down. Okay. Spread the love. I don't have Prime Region on Gen, do I? It's fine. I wasn't using him to vacuum up anything, really. I guess I need to set up alt builds like that then. Castanos. How, jerk? Huh. Talking big game, but I don't think they got it. He's got some armor on him. So, yeah. Much as I'd like to use gas straight up to just eat away at him, with armored targets I prefer to use like a combination of corrosive and blast plus that. Try and strip that down as much as possible. So Spear of Prime and Ferox, I was wondering. So he's leveling then. Not the only one with the flamethrower, sister. Yo, Bruce. Not much, man. Just going through the motions. Continuing our hunt for additional prime parts. Got Oberon Prime building now. Got all of his parts day one. So, it's just a matter of hunting for new relics for the other two primes. I got the feeling they'll probably be done by the end of the week. I remember I distracted so many people with these stupid clouds. It's not really a necessary augment, but heck, if you can proc it, then that sets them up so you can tear them up. So if they have like anything that's got like a gas, anything that has like a toxin proc in it. So mainly like gas, toxic itself, and I think viral. They'll like take additional damage from her fourth ability. And I've got gas on this flamethrower. Uh-oh. That's not good. I am Master Rank 23. Pretty much everything I'm running, well, no, all my weapons are level 30. Like, all things that I don't have, like, all things I don't have levels in or own, or just a handful of things. A few syndicate weapons and these last primes. Where's the Ash? What's he doing? Also using my malt as a health sink. Let's see. Is he just sitting there just leeching? Let me do all the work? I'm guessing he might have had to go AFK for a moment. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Then there's that. You don't have to detonate it if you don't want to. You can just, bam, pop it by spawning another one. Let's see what we got. What we got. What we got. What we got. Yep, all over again. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask you to stop shooting the pod. Kill my little robot buddy. This ain't over. This ain't over by a long shot. Okay, if we don't get an Axie Relic on 15, I don't think I'm even gonna try and put up with it. And shoot, there's a chance of just getting a mod even on 20 after you get an Axie on 15, but still. Oh. Just kind of keeping my energy up.
Extraction is ready.
That sucked.
Unless you can handle more of the
I
enemy.
mean, we got Neo V5 and V2 out of it, so there's that, but I really need to just have it say, okay, fine, here you go. This stage, you can get Axies as early as the first reward.
Time to evacuate.
Let's see. No, I don't own Xenoverse 2. Didn't really have an interest in getting it. Oh man, that sucks. I need to hit him with something stronger. Need more of these statues. Let's see. I wasn't too thrilled with the first game. It was okay. Alright, we need to double this one up. Okay, so I guess one of the other things I can do while I'm in here is a little decoration. Seriously? In the time since I actually worked on these. Huh. What was the name of that other Dragon Ball Z game that came out before Xenoverse did? The one that was kind of like how sagas could have been. Yeah, that one. Shoot, I'd actually play that one. I feel more inclined to play that one than Xenoverse. The Xenoverse was basically just Dragon Ball Online, but you know, on console. So can we put this on right here, which looks very tacky. Yeah, that's the one. I remember playing the demo. I wasn't too happy about it, but it felt more like a solid DBZ game. Okay, yeah, we're done messing with this because this not gonna work. I'm wasting time. let's swap it up. Bag, Panthera. Is this the one with like the reduced? No. I mean, oh, eh. I'm not incredibly mad about. Yeah, I'm not incredibly mad about Xenoverse. I mean, it was alright. It's just not really the kind of Dragon Ball game that I play. I mean, at least, I mean, I don't feel like it's worth $60 plus, plus however much for the DLC. I mean, just so I can create my own OC and give them like all of these abilities used by characters from the show. I mean, then again, a lot of the games that you get are basically the same story, just in a different packaging. Because shoot, I would have gotten like Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2 if I had had PS3 at the time when it first came out.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
But I didn't, so I missed out. Because that would have been awesome. Would have had would have had some good Let's Players there. Then of course it would have been like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then Arkham Knight when it came out, but yeah, wasn't in the cards. It would go slow though. They're gonna make this a lot worse than it has to be. I mean, seriously. So, bam. It's more for the utility, this build. It's not about the armor stripping. I can try and strip armor with Polarize, and I'll do a better job with Polarize than I will with Crush, with the Augment. The Augment is there mainly for CC purposes, to keep everybody pinned down. Alright, I forgot I'm not using the other build. Gotta appreciate that the little quality of life touch, where if a target dies before you get to cast the targeting ability on them, you get a refund. Gotta love it. There's a sweet ass percussion setup on there. Yeah, they are. It's just, yeah, it's just watching like some gameplay kind of threw me for a loop because it wasn't the gameplay that I was used to. But it's something that doesn't break the bank. It's something that you could get used to. And it did look very, very entertaining, and some of the alternate timeline what if things were pretty good. I don't know, it's just I I wasn't really sold on Xenoverse. I grabbed it because it was like the first Dragon Ball Z game to come out on like PS4. It was also available on PS3. Since I had gotten the system, so yeah, I jumped on it because I was like, okay, fine, then we'll see what it's like, and yeah, how good that was. I only played it for like maybe 3 weeks, and that was it. And that was kind of like split up across the 3 weeks. Now, if I can, I'm probably gonna try and pick up like at least Raging Blast 2 uh, at one point. I don't know when, but I don't know. We'll see. I still need to get the South Park RPGs. So basically, I have a long list of games in my backlog that I need to go get. That's kind of the good thing about being behind or getting into stuff late, because then you go and get all that stuff, and then it's like definitive editions and all that, and it's at reduced price. So yeah, shoot, for the cost of one game, you can probably get maybe 3 or 4. I mean, granted, it means that you're not playing it when it was relevant, but still. I need to go back and try and compose some more. Some of I could really come up with a much better beat than the one I did. I don't know. It would work if I also didn't have like a reduced scale and all. It's just, I mean, again, that's the trick. See if you can actually compose something. I mean, dude, there were people that composed like Mortal Kombat on the MADI coordinates.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I don't remember who is what, and I can't tell. Crap.
Keep fighting. Another
Oh,
opportunity
there were
to extract
there were
warriors.
one of the Novas. I didn't even know we had two. Because we don't really need slow primes. You can go neutral Nova or speed Nova, and they'll work. Exactly. Speaking of which, I may have given up on Arrow almost halfway through season 2, but I am willing to watch The Flash at least. I mean, I watched the pilot, and that was pretty entertaining. Sounded like it got a lot better too. And then again, it was basically a revamp for all of that. Since, well, then we got Legend of Tomorrow and all the other aspects of a DC universe there, rather than it just being kind of like a light version of the Nolan verse, where everything's kind of more steeped in reality. It's just kind of a odd contrast. But I think the other reason why I didn't really want to start watching The Flash was because it it smacked of Smallville, especially like season 1 Smallville, with like the Freak of the Week setup and everything. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just it also kind of made me wary. It's kind of like how I was with Arrow, but Arrow came off with a different vibe and a different take, so it didn't throw me off until they started, uh, until they basically fucked up Slade. I'm sorry, but you can't just do Deathstroke like that. I mean, I was fine with Black Canary not being Black Canary, but then when you mess up Deathstroke, no. And yeah, it can be a new interpretation, but it's a weak character motivation for why he's doing what he's doing in season 2. And they bring in Ra's al Ghul, and just it's I don't know, man. It sounds like they like everything got back on track by like the end of season 4 and going into season 5, but I don't know. That's kind of like with Supernatural. I had to stop watching, like, I think near the end of season 9, or was it season 8? I can't remember, but man, that got frustrating. But yeah, it's kind of similar to you know buying games after they've already been out for like a year or so is kind of like binge watching stuff on Netflix. I mean, shoot, you pretty much get it all right there in a neat little package, so you can enjoy it whenever. I still need to go back and rewatch that. I remember watching Next Mutation when it first came out. The show was so kind of janky. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't very good either. I'm not hearing music anymore. Is it? Yeah, it's just me and this stupid fucking Slow Nova. I'll stay till 10 and then I'll leave because that's about it. Hi, kitty. Do you like a hug? Yeah, I could also basically just set up and do like vlogs or whatever talking about TV shows. And I kind of did at one point. Well, at least that was over on the Blitz Media Gaming channel. We had like that long Pokemon discussion, and that was just season one, with like a few uh, discussion bits about like the games as well, because we were talking about like favorite Pokemon from each generation at the time. I can't imagine how that would be now. Uh, how fast. That channel is done. I'm sure of it. Like, it's really able to just keep doing stuff. So there's no finishing involved, unless you just mean a season. Though I've heard good things about X and Y, so I don't know. I might watch X and Y, but I don't really have an interest anymore. I stopped having an interest once, basically they stopped showing it on Kids WB. I was already kind of burned out, but then when it just stopped being available, I stopped caring. I mean, it was basically them just rehashing everything anyway, with a little bit of each each generation story added in. I don't know. If anything, it's probably better to watch like a highlights version of the show. Kind of like just bam, just here you go. It's like in, I don't know, like maybe a neat 20 to 30 minute package or something like that. It's like with Yu-Gi-Oh! I gotta go back and watch like all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like everything else. Because I saw the original series. I didn't watch GX. I really didn't want to because I was young and dumb at the time. Um, 5Ds I caught bits of, but they were kind of iffy about when they were going to air it. And then, of course, scheduling and all. Uh, I haven't seen Zexel. I've seen bits of it, but the protagonist is very annoying. I've seen like the first couple episodes of Arc 5 in Japanese with English subs, and it sounds like it's a really good idea. I'm not sure about Vrains. I mean, that only started like what, this month? I don't know, but they're already changing up the game, so. But yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do, in addition to other anime that I haven't even watched. I mean, shoot, I said, Shaman King is like one of my favorite anime, and I've only seen like maybe a quarter of the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, that should work. Man, I kind of still play the game. Uh, I mean, I don't buy the cards anymore, but there's digital alternatives. Cause honestly, trying to keep up with cards and everything, no, it's expensive and takes up space, and there's all the rules to keep up with, and just I don't know. That's why I kind of fell off around the time GX was just getting started, because a lot of cards started contradicting what the rules were saying. So I took a break and then I came back, and yeah, it was around the time where synchros were a thing. You know, before we started getting Z's monsters, and that's when I like picked it up and started playing again. hmm And that's when like the Dueling Network videos came out about a few months after I got back into the game.
The enemy is at our doorstep.
At this point,
You must defend our equipment until reinforcements
I don't even know. Hey, shoot, I picked up Hearthstone not too long ago. I haven't really done too much with it. Shoot, if it hadn't been for the fact that I picked up Yu-Gi-Oh back in like 2001, I probably would have picked up Magic the Gathering instead. That sounded like that was gonna be good. Alright, let's get a little Caleb the Theme up in here. Summon a roller. Oh man. I'm not sure about the gold cards. What, you mean like the second generation ones? I've collected a bunch of Pokemon cards. Hell, I still have them. I actually meant to sell those. But yeah, I haven't actually gone to see about any collectors or anything. Because they all should still be in good condition. Is it seriously only me? Okay. And we're just gonna lock down the whole area. I probably would have had more, but you know how ghetto kids are. You know, it's just, shoot, you try and be nice and let them see something, and then if you don't watch them like a hawk, all of a sudden, oh, hey, what happened to that card that I had only one of? That happened way too many times. Shoot, I think I might have even had a few Digimon cards too. I don't know where the heck I can't really remember how I got them. I don't know. See, I don't know. I wasn't really like put in the mindset of you know, don't trust people. I was just, you know, being nice and everything, and didn't realize, oh, okay, people are going to take advantage of you, and not in the fun way. It's just dumb, man. But you know, that's fine. Live and learn. Okay, it's kind of cool. What's this? Oh, okay, yeah, he shot me in the back. I thought I shot myself. Let's see, Nidus. Is that regular Oberon or Prime? Prime. You must have rushed that then. Oh, I bought the Prime Access. Huh. Yeah, because I can barely actually see the icons on there. If anything, they might as well just put them over there on the side where you can see like those little gray boxes by everybody else's health and shields. They might as well put them there. I mean, shoot, it's pretty much like what, at least twice that size. Let's see, who was that? Let's see if his energy burns out faster. It's burning some, but not as much as you think that it would. He probably also, I'm about to say, he probably also turned it off. No, it's still on because I see the icon next to me. See? So people probably weren't even paying attention. So, uh, what do I think about the newest TMNT movies? Um, they weren't too bad. I mean, the first one kind of sucked a little bit. The second one was better, except for the fact that it came off more like a video game. But it had the feel of the cartoon, the A7 Turtles, made into like a like a live action adventure, but not really in the same vein as the live action movies from back in the day. I don't know. Like the main conflict in the second movie was kind of dumb. Well, it's not really the main conflict, but just the conflict between the brothers was just kind of like just stupid. But I'm not gonna say they were just outright horrible movies. They were, eh, they were like 3 out of 5 stars, both of them. If anything, the second one probably a little bit more, maybe 3.5 out of 5. I got a heck of a lot of movies to catch up on too. Like pretty much all of Marvel from like Phase 2 onward. I haven't seen. Well, not all. I did see Civil War. Still need to see Guardians of the Galaxy before I start watching Part 2. Uh, then there's the X-Men movies. I still need to see Days of Future Past and Apocalypse. Shoot, we got Dark Phoenix coming up. Um, mm-hmm. Because they tried to do some stuff and they kind of slipped up. Oh, nice. Uh, I don't know. It's like what they were trying to do with Casey. It didn't quite. Nah, they didn't need him to be that way. I mean, have him be a cop, who also was a hockey enthusiast with a mean streak to him. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird. Bebop and Rocksteady were pretty cool, even though they did kind of go the juvenile humor route with them. Seriously, Gary Anthony Williams and Seamus. Seriously, the fact that Seamus was in it was the thing that threw me for a loop. Well, that and Stephen Amell, aka Arrow. I'm like, wait. He's Casey Jones? I mean, I can kind of see it because of Arrow, but at the same time, I can't see him being that character though. Because then you also kind of have to pair him and Megan Fox together, and yeah, I kind of can't see it working. Even though he kind of does look like Brian Austin Green, who she was married to at one point. I mean, granted, he looks better than Brian Austin Green, but still, I don't know. But that's besides the point. I'm trailing off. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind the turtles even being CGI. Honestly, I mean, I prefer if they be, prefer if they be, live action guys in suits. But, I mean, you can do more with CGI, so you can have them do all sorts of crazy stunts. I do feel like they wasted Stockman. I feel like they wasted Krang. I feel like they wasted Shredder too. I mean, it just it could have been so much better with the villains, but they didn't do anything. I mean, like shoot, if they bring Stockman back for the next one, go ahead and have him transform, have him have a little mutation accident, and I don't know, maybe have like all three like at each other's throats, and the turtles get caught in the middle, and they're trying to resolve it all. So yeah, I could have also saved this for like a commentary, but maybe one day. Not really feeling like doing commentary for that just yet. Yeah, because remember, I was going to start doing movie reviews too, but yeah, I kind of scrapped that for a little bit. I mean, I'm still going to end up doing them. It's just, part of it is laziness, part of it is scheduling and technical difficulties and all. But yeah, second movie was definitely better than the first one. I don't know what that was. Oh, let's make it all about April. Unless she's wearing that yellow jumpsuit, nobody cares. Because people wanted to see Megan Fox in that yellow jumpsuit, and they didn't do it.
Reinforcements available.
Oh, see, she's wearing his jacket. That's not the same thing. That is like a legit example of they changed it, now it sucks. I'll give them that.
Defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Kind of like that they gave. I kind of like that they gave Donatello nerd glasses, uh, with like the mad scientist goggles and all. I mean, I don't know. It was a little interesting add-on to kind of give him a little bit of personality, like a little visual flair of his personality. I mean, like each of them had a little something unique to their look. So it wasn't just, oh, okay, they have the same basic design, but the color of their skin is slightly different from each other. So, when all the crazy stuff starts happening, you can still kind of make out who is who. So that's one distinction that they have over the Transformers movies. Because remember, man, those guys, it's like, especially when it came to like the generic additional robots, they were all like gunmetal gray and silver, and you couldn't really see anybody once the real big fight started. There's like at least two things that I actually liked about the first movie, uh, first of the new TMNT movies. Uh, One was the scene in the elevator. I'm not gonna lie, that was awesome. It was very freaking fun. The second one was the fight against Shredder in the third act. That was pretty cool. Well choreographed. I mean, they tried to get all dynamic with the camera angles and all, but it was a pretty good presentation, and it really actually felt uh, like there was some weight to the fight. All right, that's it. Grabbing everyone. If I sit down, I have something important to say. You've all been fired, and you will not receive any benefits. The Grenier Empire thanks you, but you are no longer needed. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see what else we got. Let me see how these shadows do. Ah, the health is kind of burning a little fast. It's alright. But it looks like the Oberon's doing fine on energy consumption. See, people were complaining right as, oh, okay, we got some more changes coming up now that the Prime is on his way. So now, when it comes to summoned minions, they end up with they end up getting their health restored by 1/3 the rate at 1/3 the energy cost. And people complained. I'm like, that's a good thing, people. Remember how fast it was burning? So now it's only like 1/3 of that. There's gonna be a third. There's gonna be a third. There's no doubt about it, but they're probably taking time off to work on other stuff. It's like how, it's kind of like how, yeah, there's going to be a third in like the Prometheus series of movies. Because, yeah, we have Prometheus and we have Alien Covenant. They're going to make the next movie, which is supposed to be called Alien Awakening. And I think somebody said it was actually going to be set between Covenant and Prometheus, which threw me for a loop because why would you make the third part the middle? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Mm. But yeah, I don't know. Turtles is it's a cash cow franchise. You can't really mess it up too bad and then not be able to do anything else. I mean, yeah, there was a third of the live action movies from way back, but that was then. I mean, at this point now, you kind of can't really dramatically mess something up unless like there was like a scandal with the studio or something. Or, like the studio goes bankrupt. Knock on wood. I don't know, cause shoot, anything can happen these days. That's why I was kind of eager for like the second Godzilla movie. I haven't even seen that one yet. I'm surprised that my sister didn't pick it up. Shoot, I don't go out, so shoot, I probably would have saw it at the store and bought it. But I've been meaning to actually check that out because we all know Pacific Rim was basically a dry run for the new Godzilla movie that was going to come out. And Pacific Rim tested well. It's supposed to be getting a sequel, but they wanted to focus on the cash cow franchise, the one that was already established. So Pacific Rim 2 is delayed until we do this whole Godzilla King Kong thing. So once that's all said and done, then we can get to Pacific Rim 2, which is kind of unfortunate.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Come on, guys, let's try for one. Oh, come on, y'all. I remember hearing about it, but yeah, I never saw that either. I don't know, man. Life's a joke when you broke. Alright, let's leave and try to start up again. Let's see, what we're gonna take. I can only think of the Super at this point. In fact, hang on, let me take a look at my relics and see what we got. Because we got Neos. Okay, yeah, I'm dumb, because looking at it here is not going to give me any info. I was like, well, I can look at the ones I don't have and see if that's the one that I'm looking at. No. Play smart. Work smarter, not harder. Let's see, Saberius receiver. Okay. So, yeah, we still have one of these, so we need to run this one. And hope to RNGesus that we end up getting this receiver. Let's see. A few more of these with the hills. We already have it. Yeah, that's true. I really hope that, an example of that, Resident Evil. I'm really hoping that what they do is like reboot the whole thing. They actually do it like the games with a little bit of expansion. Don't just focus on somebody's OC and uh, and make them overpowered and push everybody to the back. I was really looking forward to what the last movie would have been based on the end of the one that came before it. It had everybody, like in DC looking out, and it was like, oh, okay, so now it's kind of going to be like, say, Resident Evil 6 a little bit with like all of the canon characters and some of the movie characters. Nope. I don't even know what they did, and I'm not even interested. I'm probably going to see it anyway, so I can have that checked off the list of ridiculously stupid movies that didn't need to be. But because I've seen all of the others. The first and second movies weren't bad. It's just then once they hit the third one, and it stopped kind of being Resident Evil, it's just, yeah, that was disappointing. Um, Shoot, I was looking forward to a new Mortal Kombat movie, and it never really happened. I'm not sure if it's still going to happen or if it's been shelved. Because Mortal Kombat Legacy was, it was a side project. It wasn't intended to be, what it turned into, like a web series. But it was just a little something made as like a teaser, like a test film for like what a potential new Mortal Kombat movie could be. Yeah. And well, that took off because, it wasn't set to private or unlisted or whatever. And a whole bunch of people saw it and there was demand and they ended up making that. The guy behind it, Kevin Tancharoen, brother of Marissa Tancharoen, the wife of Jed Whedon, who is the brother of Joss Whedon, in other words, and yeah, part of Team Whedon, yeah, that was going to be his project. He was going to direct the Mortal Kombat movie that they were going to do. And then there were creative differences. And he left the project. And then you didn't hear anything about the movie since. And having somebody who's actually familiar with the source material and is a fan of it and devoted to it, they're going to do it right. That's awesome until studio interference gets involved and then you mess stuff up, which is very unfortunate. I was actually looking forward to this. I mean, if it was anything similar to what Legacy was doing, huh. Man, that was just it. I only saw season 1, but I downloaded everything from season 2. Still need to see it. Heard that a lot of people were disappointed with what happened in that. Alright, that's leading me to wonder what the heck is going to happen with the next game after Mortal Kombat X. Yeah, you kind of weren't expecting them to actually, yeah, you weren't really expecting them to bust that out. First movie is still awesome, even after all this time. Let's see, what's up? Ribbon for this ain't too bad. I probably would have re-rolled into something else, but yeah. Gotta love that increased fire rate, that innate toxin. Ah, I still don't even know what's up with I still don't even know what's up with Annihilation. I think everybody wants to forget that that movie happened. I remember watching Mortal Kombat Conquest though. Oh man, that TV show was a trip. I mean, it had potential, but it kind of sucked. And there was a lot of people that were in it that I didn't even know were even on it. It's like Kristana Loken, the actress that played the Terminatrix in T3, third Terminator movie. And she was also Blood Rain in the Blood Rain movies, or at least like the first couple ones. Dude, she was like one of the lead characters in that show.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose
I was like,
to
wait,
leave
what?
now or continue fighting?
This is a trip. Um, if you haven't seen Conquest, I recommend checking out Felis's Mortal Kombat Conquest reviews
Keep fighting.
because then he gets like real snarky with how stupid the show is. It's fairly enjoyable. I remember staying up late at night to watch the stupid show and everything, and then it just kind of ends on a cliffhanger. I mean, there were plans for a season 2, but yeah, it wasn't performing well, and the money wasn't there to keep the show going. Oh, Defenders of the Realm. Oh, I barely remember that show. I remember they tried to like pair it up with the Street Fighter animated series. I mean, like, shoot, Defenders of the Realm was interesting. I mean, I like the art style for it for the most part. I mean, it's better than that animated movie that they were trying to do. Freaking Sonya though, just like headstrong and just like rushing into battle, just constantly yelling combat time. Man, this show was stupid. Uh, what a time to be young. Convergence beacon. Charge this up. Ashes over there murdering everything. Alright, let's knock you all down, and if you're still alive, let's strip your armor. Well, so much for that. Ah. Alright, there's like a couple more episodes of Baywatching up from Obscurus Lupa. I need to watch those. I'm really liking that so far. Like, basically what she does is, she does like these little micro reviews. Uh, she reviews like each episode of Baywatch, and like she's got her own brand of snark with it, and then she puts like these alternate character interpretations in there, and the characters have like really stupid voices. I don't know. I mean, you gotta be able to laugh at cringe in order to really enjoy it, I think. Because, like, those two reviewers aren't really, I don't know, they're not, like, say, the Nostalgia Critic or the Angry Video Game Nerd, but, you know, they have their own style, their own, I don't know. I mean, oh, Lord, VIP, what were they thinking? I mean, that was straight up cheese. But the fighting was actually pretty good. I mean, they actually had people that could fight. I mean, I don't think anybody remembers it for that. But dang, they were actually showing that again on one station not too long ago. I don't know if they still have, if they're still showing it, but yeah, it was enjoyable, and not just for the boobs. See, this is why you pick a strong ensemble cast, or at least a strong supporting cast. This way, you know, yeah, because if the show can't be carried on the lead's boobs alone, because man, there's a big broad to fill. Ha, yeah, you gotta have some solid performances by other people, even if it is kind of cheesy. But like I said, the choreography for it was pretty decent. Yeah, I'll bet. Who's a good mutation? My pet. Might take blight ass stasis again. Okay. Let's nuke everybody. See, it's either me going on tangents about stuff or me listening to podcasts, and I'm not really going to put put that on something that's going to end up getting uploaded. Right. Yes. Which that's going to be another one I'm going to be checking out. Man, like the red drops are just coming in full. No, Panda. Well, they did say that they're cursed after all, so I'm not surprised. What is that, a cat? Did I just crush a cat? Yes. Now it's Swiss cheese. That's not want Pharaoh Cravat skin. The Charger just pulled the freaking gunner from all the way down there. It's beautiful. Alright. What we get?
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
The only other thing that I'd be doing than this is excavation missions. But I got the main draw from that Prime Access building now. At least it's the main draw for me, personally, because I love me some Oberon. Cyberus is definitely going to be a thing I'm going to be trying to get. Sylvan Aegis, I'm eager to pick that up. Oh yeah, I remember Walker Texas Ranger. I did not know that Chuck Norris performed the theme song until like I think last year. But man, that show was like crazy awesome. Kind of dumb, but it was still pretty good. It's like that one moment where somebody tries to run him down, and then he like drop kicks the windshield, breaks through the windshield, kicks the guy in the face. Like Conan O'Brien had like the Chuck Norris lever, and so like every now and again he just pulled this lever, and then we give you like a random clip from Walker Texas Ranger, and that was one of them. I don't know how I forgot that, where he just like launched himself, broke through this guy's windshield, kicked him in the face. I mean, it has to be seen to be believed. I mean, because, we got the Chuck Norris memes, but that happened. It wasn't just somebody making something up. That happened on the show. I'm surprised that nobody's tried to reboot that, or like make a movie. Because, in this day and age, everybody's trying to reboot or make a movie out of something. Although, who the heck would you get to play Walker? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of options, but I don't know who it would be. Huh. And then, for like a brief, stupid moment, I thought of Jason David Frank. No, don't feed that man's ego any more than it already is. Don't do it. I can't see him playing him anyway. I can see him probably playing a bad guy, but that's about it. Hercules, yeah, still showing on Heroes and Icons alongside Xena and like all of the Star Trek shows. Like that's their evening lineup, Monday through Friday. But yeah, man, just that's taking me back. Like Saturday afternoons, I just sit up and watch Hercules and Xena after cartoons were over. I remember when Hercules debuted. Like it was like almost late at night. I was supposed to be in bed, and they had like and like we had like these the cinnamon toast Eggo waffles. But they were like the little four waffles that were put together and they were shaped like toast. Yeah, so I'd like sneak into the kitchen, go get some of those, and then I'd like go back to the room and just sit up and watch Hercules. That was freaking awesome. And that right there was my first taste of New Zealand. There's a trip. How many people worked on the Hercules and Xena shows, and then when they went and made Legend of the Seeker, like they got like a whole bunch of people that worked on that, cast and crew, actors and extras. And they went and got those same people back on that. That was a trip. And then, of course, because it's filmed in New Zealand, you also had people that also act on Power Rangers in recent years on there. I was like, wait a second, you gotta be kidding me. They had like Colonel Truman from RPM playing like one of the bad guys in one episode. They had the butler from Operation Overdrive playing like an artist or something. Uh, but man, dude, just no. Going back to Hercules, just uh, evil Hercules. Really, Kevin Sorbo with a goatee and wearing leather like Ares. That was ridiculous. Dude was over there just chewing the scenery. I don't even really remember Hercules all that much though. I remember bits and pieces of it. I mean, like compared to Xena, because for some reason I remember Xena Warrior Princess a lot more. Although some of it I wish that I kind of would forget. Although I probably did forget, because I really don't remember much of the last season anymore. Ooh, Catalyst Blueprint. We're gonna go get that. I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to jump the shark. It's another to I mean, well, okay, hang on, wait, I got ahead of myself. It's one thing to be kind of silly with your show, do some out there stuff. It's another thing to just outright jump the shark, and that's what I feel Xena ended up doing near the end. I mean, because basically they brought about like the twilight of the Greek pantheon, and then like suddenly they become warriors, or at least enforcers of the will of the Judeo-Christian God, and then like just yeah, it was freaking weird.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Oh, I mean, aside from the name basically being a translation, yeah, there's actually a world of difference.
Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Ah, that's all right. I mean, shoot, at least we got Beetleborgs out of that, which was miles better than Masked Rider. Although there's like at least one good thing about Kamen Rider. I mean about Masked Rider, but it's something that you wouldn't think about until like later. The actress that played the mom, like, dude, have you seen her now? I mean, just whew, gorgeous. I mean, it kind of helps the fact that she was actually really young when she did that show. So she's only like 33 or 34 now. I know it's a trip, right? Okay, I don't know if there's lag or somebody's protecting them or what, but it looked like I was not killing anybody. I hate you and your frosted snow globe. The first Kamen Rider series I ever actually watched and watched completely was Spies. Yeah, yeah. Her name is Candice Kita. Uh, her last name is spelled. Yeah, so she's still modeling. I'm not sure if she's still acting or not. Yeah, they had her as a guest at like one of the Power Morphicon conventions. Because it was originally just like a Power Rangers convention that they ended up creating around the time of the 15th anniversary of the show. But then they decided, you know what, let's just open it up and let's just get the entire extended family in. So then you had like people from Kamen Rider Dragon Knights, people from Masked Rider. That would have gotten like the cast of Mystic Knights of Tir Nog up there in like Pasadena, California, but yeah, that would have been expensive trying to fly them out there for like a weekend. It's a shame because I really would have liked to have heard the stories from those guys about their show, stuff with production there. I really wish that they had followed up with like another Masked Rider show. I mean, shoot, Toei saw what we did and they were kind of disappointed. They're like, nope, we're not letting you touch this anymore. Man, I barely saw Spider Riders. I mean, I saw a decent amount of it. It wasn't a bad show. It's just, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to it when it was coming on. Because I got to see it like in reruns on this, and like they had like this little Saturday morning block, and yeah, they showed it, and I think they ran through the whole series at least 2 or 3 times before they stopped showing it. That and Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills for some reason. I watched like about 5 episodes of that, and I wondered what the hell they thought they were doing. Yo, what's up? I mean, they were trying to capitalize on the fame of Power Rangers. I know that, but come on, you could at least did something better than that. Like somebody tried to do like space themed American Gladiators or something. Seriously, they had weapons that had like blades on them, but they were like aiming them and shooting lasers out of them. It's just, what in the world? It's just, nah, man, you can't. You're gonna end up getting embarrassed. That's what's gonna happen. That's why the show got canceled. Sorry, bro. I don't have a Rhino Vanguard arcane helmet. Yeah, man, those arcanes are something though. Hell, I'm surprised I even managed to get the one arcane helmet that I do have. Yeah, I'm using my power, but I was just standing still. Oh man, I love those glitches. Yeah, I think what happened? I got lucky. Like somebody was like trying to sell this mag helmet, the one I'm wearing, uh, and yeah, I was interested because well, mag is one of my mains. So I tried to offer them something. They said they asked if I had like what was it, High Noon, because this was like right when High Noon first came out. So I ended up giving them my High Noon stance for this helmet. I regret nothing. Wait. The Dean Cain Superman show? Really? Man, that takes me back. No, you're right. Lois and that. Because what was that? Man, I remember that show. It was so dumb. But it's not like, that was so dumb. Why did they even make that? No, it was like, this is gold. They need to make more episodes of this, because what in the hell is this even supposed to be? I can't even see Dean Cain as Superman. And for a moment, I was trying to remember why he was even on Smallville. And then I briefly remembered, oh right, he was on that show. So that's why they had him on there, because he was a Superman. Wasn't he wasn't a really good Superman, but he was Superman. He's rocking the hell out of that curl though. Did he seriously let me just shoot him in the back about like 30 or 40 times.
Extraction is ready.
Yes.
Handle more of the enemy.
See? Why don't I get more people that'll stay till like 20? Come on, y'all. But for real though, they do need to take like these mods out of the reward table. Just put relics and formulas. That'll be perfect. Okay. There are going to be more games that are going to get streamed eventually. I got my eyes on something that I'm hopefully going to get before this month is over. I'm not going to say what, but there's a uh, there's a double game bundle that's available for cheap on the PlayStation Store, and I'm going to be looking into that. I haven't played either of those games, but I'm very eager to get my hands on them. So that'll be fun. Let's see. What did we pick? Right, the E2 is the phone receiver, and what was it? V5. V5 is the Valkyrie Prime chassis. I mean, it's still good because I can still like sell a full Valkyrie set if I even have one. Honestly, I haven't really had that much luck when it comes to selling because PS4 economy sucks. Let's see. Van, you're an idiot. You just passed up where the heck your prime parts are. I've seen some, like the real life mod, where somebody was basically just practically playing The Sims, but in GTA. This is getting in the car, going to work and everything. I do need to watch more of those. God, all the more reason why it's a good idea to go for the PC version of a game. I mean, shoot, you can actually get modding capabilities like that legally on a console. Shoot. Oh, that's beautiful. I actually do have a full Valkyrie set that I can sell. Now to see if there's somebody buying it. We'll do that later. But first, there's this. It's a beautiful catalyst blueprint. What is it? Mobile defense against the Grenier. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go with Oberon. Wait, let me see. What was this build? A hell of a lot of range. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look those up. I remember, who was it? Uh, was it? I think it was H2O Delirious that played a mod where he was a chicken. He was trying to cross the freeway, and he kept getting killed over and over again. It's kind of messed up when the community can end up making a more interesting game than what the developer actually puts out. So I play that. What time is it? Oh, that's what time it is. Okay, 5:45. Nobody else is on. Let's see if I can check the times. When was the last time anybody was even on? 2 days, 8 days, 9 hours. Okay. What is going on, people? Let's begin. This is a simple mission. Oh, come on, host migration. Starside Warlock. That's actually a pretty cool name. I'd play more RPGs. Shoot, I would have been streaming some stuff. Otherwise, like say Neverwinter, and then like nope, nobody's playing that. Alright, fine. Then I'd be streaming stuff like say I don't know Skyboard. Nobody's on there with that. So I'm gonna be all negative and stuff now. I want to be positive and joke and everything because shoot, and I had like no energy yesterday. I just woke up. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't help that yesterday was my dad's birthday, and you know, I've said it before in like in vlogs and everything, but yeah, my dad passed away like, oh man, what's it been now? Almost 15 years? No, 14. So yeah, you know, his birthday coming around is, you know, it's not a gloomy time, but you do have this kind of vibe because, you know, well, it's his birthday, you know, and he ain't here. But yeah, that's all right. So if anything, I think that's probably what it was. It's just, you know, feeling a little bad, but I'm cool. Shoot, Monday was my sister's birthday. Oh man, that's what 220% range looks like. Thank you, Limbo. I wonder. I don't think that stasis stops Smite, because you can still use powers in the Rift. So everybody's complaining, man, I can't shoot anything. You still have powers. Those work. You don't have to just melee stuff. Oh no, I got you. Good job, Limbo. Let's go wreck everything. What? I think he might be dead or something else. Yep. I've never seen Ben 10, Invader Zim. What was one of those other shows that everybody remembers and loves? And yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff that I didn't get to see, mainly because I didn't have cable. No, it was my grandma that had cable. So every now and again, I get to stay over there with her, and so I get to watch like Nick and Cartoon Network. It's pretty good stuff back then. But that's why I'm glad that we got a pretty good internet. Excuse me. Why I'm glad that we got a pretty good internet connection, because then I can actually just pretty much watch old videos on like streaming services and sites and stuff. I mean, shoot, that's how I got caught up on South Park, because I missed like a lot of South Park. Like the last season that I watched was oh, somebody got all their weapons stole. Okay. Yeah, last episode of South Park, well, last season was like that one where Stan started getting all cynical and old and everything. Yeah, that was it. And then, yeah, I found the site, watched everything. I'm not going to name it on the stream, because, nah. But, yeah, it's a pretty good site. Ended up, uh, like binge watch all the South Park. All the South Park that I missed. Uh, Shoot, my sister was talking about getting to see the Flintstones again. I went on that site, looked for it. Bam, there it is, Flintstones. So I told her about it. You know, the site is fairly safe. It's just she hasn't looked at it yet. But as long as you got like a decent antivirus on there and a pop-up blocker, well, okay, well, then again, you kind of have to disable the stupid pop-up blocker, well, the ad block to be able to even watch the stuff. Because, anyway, man, there's some stuff from Nick that I remember from like what bits and pieces I got to see. And then there was some of the Disney afternoon stuff that they kind of showed on local stations, uh, and some of the stuff that just kind of came up. Man, Gargoyles was my shit. That was awesome.
Keep moving.
That's like the one show from like the Disney cartoon block that I am grateful for seeing.
Defend.
I mean, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was awesome. Darkwing Duck was awesome, but freaking Gargoyles was just, there's no denying that was one of the best shows, and I want a revival. I really do.
This will take a moment.
Man, Thundercats got a freaking revival, and then it got canceled because, well, the numbers weren't all there. You didn't give it long enough for the numbers to even actually be there. Yeah, it tapers off after the first episode, after the premiere. But come on, man. I mean, dude, the art design and everything was awesome, and you just come on. So I would love another Gargoyle series. Could you imagine if they brought back all that? I mean, Kablam wasn't too bad. I mean, shoot, I like that. I kind of see them doing like a Kablam revival or something.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I don't know. Wasn't that supposed to be like a revival for what was it? Was it Legends of the Hidden Temple or was it Double Dare? I can't remember. One of those was supposed to be coming back. Man, I can't see kids these days actually doing stuff like that. I mean, then again, if you think of the stereotype, then yeah, you can't see kids doing like physical challenges and having to like do critical thinking and figure stuff out. Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Oh, dude, that was something that I like briefly caught. Like watched like a bit of that.
The odds were
That's
against
a
us,
trip.
but we did it.
I remember Nicole Sullivan from Mad TV was the voice of one of the Space Rangers. Alright, let's get out of here. You gotta love when they reuse the same room, like almost right next to itself. Yeah, keep your Russian space curses to yourself. Crap, went the wrong way. Oh, hi, doggy. Why did I give up in order to get this build? I don't remember. Okay, so then everybody ends up getting like a flat 300 armor increase. They came running in their operator.
Another job well executed.
Well, that was an easy mission. I don't know how that person died. I'm down. He looked at me funny and it hurt my feelings. Yeah, I watched the Aladdin show. It was actually pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like the Hercules cartoon. I mean, well, it kind of was. I mean, it did expand on things that were there. You got like another antagonist in Abysmal. Uh, you know, and yeah, it wasn't a bad show. I mean, heck, they even had like I remember one episode. There was a female genie, and she was working with this little girl who was very similar to Aladdin. And well, Genie fell in love with her and all this and all that, and well, yeah, basically, rather than like just doing what they would have wanted, like the Genie ended up like staying with the little girl, and she reunited her with her dad or something. I don't remember, but I remember that like Genie was so in love, man. It was it was so random. Is Anime still on Netflix? I'm probably gonna sit down and just binge watch that. Let's see. Um, what now? Oh, right. Do we have a? Okay, so we'll start building this and the formula at the same time, so they'll all be ready. Oberon still has. You still got 2 days and 22 hours left. I got the biggest stupid grin on my face. Like this is something that I wanted to that I wanted for so long, and then he finally comes out and I get his ass day one. This is going to be awesome. Saturday, I believe, is going to be when this thing will be done. So come Saturday, I'm going to try and stream and I'm going to show this guy off because I'm probably going to need to format him twice, but hopefully I'll get the remaining prime parts before Felicia. What I mean, Demona, what are you doing? Just stretching? Okay. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get those other parts and have those weapons built before Oberon is done. Because they're only going to take 24 hours to build, I'm sure. It's usually how it is. It's either 12 hours or 24 if it's one of those special weapons or something. We'll try and get those. But for now, we are 2 hours and 5 minutes in. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call this a stream. I think we did quite a bit. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I had a good time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic evening or morning, wherever it is that you're watching this. You take care. I will see you guys next time.